friends. In today's video lecture, we will discuss about the high temperature conductors. Okay. What is the need for going for high temperature conductors? Okay. Let us discuss about that. Over the recent past, the transmission system operators and distributors of electricity have been faced with the increasing power demand and changing power flows. Okay. At the same time, the efforts of the liberalization of the energy market and the emerging renewable power producers have forced the grid owners to look for the cost-effective solutions. Okay. In most countries, the erection of new overhead lines and even modification of existing ones are no longer accepted. Okay. Therefore, it is a new way to increase the capacity of existing lines. So, by using or just to replace the existing installed conductors by better performing ones. Okay. So, this high temperature conductors will increase the current carrying capability of the transmission line. We just replace the existing one by these high temperature conductors. Okay, we'll see one by one. Okay, research in Japan in 1960s produced a series of aluminum zirconium alloys that resisted the annealing effects of high temperatures. These alloys can retain their strength at temperature up to 230 degrees centigrade. The most common of these alloys are TAI, ZTAI and XTAI. These are the basis of variety of high temperature conductors. The thermal expansion coefficients of all the conventional steel core conductors are governed by both materials, that is together, resulting in a value between that of a steel and that of a aluminium. This behavior depends upon the fact that both components are carrying mechanical stress. Okay. However, because the expansion coefficient of aluminium is twice as that of our steel, stress will be increasingly transferred to the steel core as the conductor's temperature increases. Eventually, the core bears all the stress in the conductor. From this point on, the conductor as a whole essentially takes on expansion coefficient of the core. For a typical 54/7 ACSR, what is this 54/7? 54 are the aluminum conductors, 7 are the steel conductors. This transition of point occurs about 100 degree centigrade. For the transmission lines built to accommodate relatively large sags, the T aluminum conductor, that is thermal aluminum conductor, steel reinforced, that is TACSR, thermal aluminum conductor steel reinforced, was developed. Because this conductor can be used at high temperatures with no strength loss, advantage can be taken of the low sag behavior about the knee point. If a conductor could be designed with a core that exhibited a lower expansion coefficient than steel, or that exhibited a lower knee point temperature, more advantage could be taken of the high temperature alloys. A conductor that exhibits both these properties uses INVAR. What is this? INVAR. This is an alloy of iron and nickel. The thermal aluminum conductor INVAR reinforced TACIR is capable of operating up to 150 degrees centigrade. ZTACIR and XTACITR, these are also conductors and they are capable of 210 degrees centigrade and 230 degrees centigrade respectively. One disadvantage of this conductor is that INVAR is considerably weaker than steel. This is the only disadvantage. Therefore, for high strength applications, that is, for example, to resist ice loading, the core needs to make up a greater proportion of the conductor area, reducing or even compromising the high temperature benefits. Thermal resistant aluminum alloy steel reinforced. This is one of the high temperature conductor. TACSR conductors are very similar in construction to the conventional ACSR, that is aluminum cored steel reinforced conductors. But the aluminum wires are replaced with hard drawn aluminum wires of heat resistant aluminum alloy. Generally, it is known as TAL. TACSR can be safely operated continuously above 150 degrees centigrade, enabling to carry more current through the conductor. Where there is a need to transmit higher power with the existing system, various types of TAL conductors are one of the best solution options to utilities. Ability of the zirconium doped aluminum alloy to maintain its electrical and mechanical characteristics at high temperatures makes these conductors a very cost effective solution in renovating the existing lines with enhanced capacity. The features are: it has high current carrying capacity, it is stable at elevated temperature, that is high temperatures, good mechanical properties, economic design, best suited for enhancing the existing line capacity where additional power corridors are not feasible. Next one is super thermal resistant aluminum alloy conductor INVAR reinforced, that is STACIR, which is also called as ZTAI. Super thermal alloy is manufactured from aluminum zirconium alloy rods. The outer layer is made up of super thermal resistant aluminum alloy wires. These are concentrically arranged over inner core of aluminum clad INVAR. The current carrying capacity of this conductor is twice that of light aluminum conductor. The load bearing capacity of the system can be increased by increasing the existing conductors or by replacing the existing conductors by super thermal resistant aluminum alloy conductor INVAR reinforced conductors without changing the towers. Thus, it is very cost effective and stable at high temperatures. So, overall what you can say, these high thermal temperatures are used to increase the power transmission capacity where we cannot afford to run one more transmission line. So we replace the existing conductors with this high thermal conductors. We'll continue our discussion in the next video lecture. Thank you.